comes a new challenger.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Nowhere to run.
An honor, to be sure.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Neither fighter can force the other to give up even an inch. Okay, both fighters have taken a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. Finds the time to squeeze in a buff. Puts one in the pocket. Both players have near empty super art gauges. Whoever can build theirs up first may have a big advantage here. Knockdown! Did well to get the buff in there. Can't tech the throw? Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Life lead opens up. Taking stock. Gets a risky buff in. Finishes with the throw. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round two. Fight.
Buffs up. Saihasho decides to buff up while they can. Grabs him. Somehow pushes back all the way to center. Crushes that off and keeps going. Did well to get the buff in there. Both fighters planning something? Both fighters have a drive rush to keep it going. Whiffs with that huge attack. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Saihasho to start something? A parry? They exchange blows. A real test of nerves here. Uses that wall pressure. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. We're finally ready to begin this long-awaited hit them with a stop and bop. Converts the opening impact into a punish counter. No good up high. Blocks the jump in. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Finds the time to squeeze in a buff. The fight continues in the middle of the stage. Puts one in the pocket. The Fuha stalk to the brim. Look for them to turn up the heat now. Did well to get the buff in there. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Player, will this super art connect? Player 1 has the meter lead. Grabs him, so they break forward to pressure the opponent. The attack is parried. Departure! Life lead opens up. Feeling out the spacing. Stops the attack by using the drive parry. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. A clean KO. Nice meter awareness.
Such a lovely face.
In there! Player 1 wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum.
Another fight is coming your way.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Poison's on the menu.
An honor, to be sure.
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen?
Now observe.
Checking how their opponent reacts to fireballs. Plenty of time left. How's the match going to play out? Still slugging it out here. Surprises them with a drive rush. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs. This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on both fighters. Sticks the jump in. Throws them to negate the block. Solid blocking. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Closes with the throw. Hitting him with the smart stuff. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Triggers Toxic Blossom to stack the deck. From low heavy to 3-bulk ices him. That's a counter. Springs forward with the drive rush. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Player 1 counters with the knee jab. Nice lead. Life lead is there. Oh, burnout triggered. Nice kick chips him for the win. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Solid trigger on the Toxic Blossom to pile on the damage. Player 1 is in a very good spot now. This is a complete shutdown. They can't side switch. Plenty of health, full gauges, a big time whip. 3 balls. Oh, burnout. Did they mean to do that? All in with a rush. Player 1 can't. No! Stunned off the wall. Player, they are done. Player 1 is a force to be reckoned with. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see charges forward. Brushes that off and keeps going. Were they baiting them into that? Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Deals some damage with that quick combo. Hits the back throw, looking to set something up to get more damage. Was looking for that jump attack. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Snares them. Throws them. What's next? Springs forward with the drive rush. Player 1 creates a good corner drive rush to keep it going. From up above. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Both fighters, oh, burnout triggered. Pounding them with the La Chuca. Can they stand the heat? KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Dives in with cool fate. Are we going to see some fireworks here? The drive impact whips. Are they ready to punish? Nightshade Pulse comes out to play. Player 1 chases them down. Taking stock. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. What'll happen here? Experiencing burnout. Solid trigger on the Toxic Blossom to pile on the damage. Lands the back throw. Time to go to work. Takes the anti-air in the clutch. Hanging on for dear life. Back into the corner. Knocks them out of the air. Stone cold embrace. You can't block those. It tries to act quickly, but closes it out. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Opens with a jump in. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Player 1 won out those close scuffles, and now they gotta have a plan for the next round. That field pumps the brakes on the impact. Solid anti-air. Throws them. A quick burnout. Did they mean to do that? Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Getting up close and personal. Player 1 with There's the rhythm owning that space. Amazing. Will this super art do anything? This is gonna hurt. Noticeable life lead is a comeback's a rare chance here. They gotta do something. Can they use their drive to stage a comeback? And whiffs, they're wide open. Player one is burned out, but they may have a plan here. It is over. Player one gets the win in a convincing fashion. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Trying to dig in deep with those blocks. That's a counter. Deal some damage with that quick combo. Player one has them legit shook in the corner. Answers the drive impact with the drive damage. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Player one doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Let's see how they apply their corner pressure in this situation. Going in, player one in trouble with no drive. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Dives in with cool face. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. In there! Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Hits them with a stopping block. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Solid combo. Player one did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Both fighters having a full super art gauge means positioning is critical. Gages them in with the Lazuka. Player one, the super doesn't hit. Uses the card, brushes that off, and keeps going. Player two can't use any drive moves without burning out. There's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. This is gonna hurt. This is a turning in there. Player one brings it home.
Another fight is coming your way.
Give me that drama. Give me that grime. Are y'all ready? It's fight night time.
Poison's on the menu.
An honor, to be sure.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Oh, with the grab. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Goes for the throw. All right, good anti-air. Gets the jump in. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. Solid trigger on the Toxic Blossom to pile on the damage. They gotta take a burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player one, there's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Lots of distance to end the round with a sick combo. Amazing.
Round two.
Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Closing. What's next? Reads the command grab. Nightshade Pulse comes out to play. Player two, drive rush to keep it going. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fire. Springs forward with the drive rush. Player burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. The life remaining tells us we're halfway through this match. This can lead to some big damage. Oh, burnout triggered. Player one, low heavy. Flatline zone. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Found the opening and snares them clean. Was hungry for the grab. Getting it all on a drive rush. They're going for the super art. It's the interdiction. They've been waiting for this. This could change everything. Player one needs to take advantage. Forward rush. Nightshade incoming. We gonna see a jump drive rush, anti-air in the clutch, stone cold embrace. You can't block those. Snake step rushes in. Oh, burnout! Did they mean to do that? Player one can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Here comes the corner pressure. Escape denied. Piles on the corner pressure. Are you kidding me? Player one has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage. The parry. Holy hits him with a stopping bomb. In with snake step. Player two needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weaker. Player one chases them down. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Sticks the jump in. Drive gauge finally recovers. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. They may need... Oh, burnout triggered! Player one needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. They get the stun KO. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Dives in with cool faith. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Fires off a nightshade pull. Jumps in. Grabs them with the embrace. That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? Pounding them with the Lachuka. Can they stand the heat? Springs forward with the drive rush. Player one is not in a good place health-wise, but with the super art in play, it's still not over. Carries them all the way to the corner and got him! Mix-up time! Breaks through with the throw! Player two made all the right moves, and this experience is only gonna make them stronger. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Gets the counter hit throw. Burns the drive gauge. Player two has the life lead. Throws him down. Parries to cancel the fire. Takes a trip. Grabs him. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Can't tech the throw. Timely side switch there, which will let him go on the attack. Throws him. What's next? Experiencing burnout. Player two is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. They're going for the super art. Springs forward with the drive run. Threads it cleanly. Player two on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. The throw misses. Had the radar up and running. Hits him with a stopping box. Drive rush to keep it going. Player one needs to use the threat of the corner here. A quick breather. Gets the throw and continues on the offensive. Player one holding on to that corner advantage. Ooh, does them dirty. Looks like they both relied a lot on their... Oh, yo! Raw super hit! No drive now, but they need to do some... Gotta do better than that. Come too hard. They gotta pick... Betting it all on the... What a finish! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Sets up with the jump in. Oh, the throw connects. Nice parry. A trade. Now what? Player one can't let this try to act quickly, but with the attack. All in with a rush. Player throw burnout. Did they mean to do that? Forward throw. Laying the pressure on Finn. Player two with the rhythm owning that space. A real test flatline zone. Player two faced the giant and walked away unscathed. What a win! They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Hit them with a stopping block. This is gonna be bad news. Solid combo. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Player one has them legit shook in the corner. Sticks the combo. Perfect execution and gameplay nets our fighter a perfect round. Player one on the board first with the win. they'll want to keep the pressure on. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Goes for the drive rush there. Can't tech the throw. Drive rush to keep it going.
They can't squander this punish counter chance.
Revolt? Player 2 has the life lead. Going on the offensive? Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corners here. Throws them forward and maintains the corner game. Springs forward with the drive rush. Player 1, there's a wall spot.
They can't do anything now.
Are experiencing burnout.
It's a good spot to use the super.
The super hits, and this looks like it's gonna kill.
My magnum open!
Put them on a t-shirt with that finish. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Oh, we're not done yet. Looks like they're both warmed up. The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in. They're not gonna allow any jump-ins. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Player 1 chases them down. Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Timely side switch there, which will let them go on the attack. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. A throw to tie the bow. They were stuck in the corner. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. It lands a punish counter for the first hit.
Pounding them with the Lachuka. Can they stand the heat?
Super!
Oh, Muscle saw something we didn't.
Overdrive art going in. Now, can they finish the job? Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Jerk springs forward with the drive rush. Scrapping it out up close. This is a turning point. KO! Last round, people.
Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Immediate jumping. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Throws them. Breaks the block with a throw.
Player betting it all on the drive rush.
Connects with the throw. What's that forward rush?
Player 1 is in a very
Uses their drive game. What now? Drive rush. Wall flat into the guard break. Oh, here we go.
got him. Mix-up time.
Their drive gauges are looking bad. They'll need turns out.
Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Send them to another dimension.
What were they thinking? What a finish!
That was catch as catch can as you're gonna get in a...
DJ.
It's time to see what both fighters have in store for us today.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Player 1 with the life lead. What's the play here? On dangerous territory. Easy to get tagged at this range. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge.
Fighting ground. Online. Custom room.
Give me that drama. Give me that grime. Are y'all ready? It's fight night time.
Fight.
Starts off zoning with fireball. Stops the attack by using the drive pair. Knife Gate Pulse comes out to play. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Burnout triggered. Player one will look to apply pressure here. Scrapping it out up close. Raw critical. What's gonna happen? Are we gonna see a comeback? Closes it out. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Their timing was on point there. That perfect parry may lead to something. Backs them, it hits them with a stopping block. That back throw was huge. Player one needs to wait this out. And whips, they're wide open. Knocked them out of the air. All the throw connects. Lays down the purple stuff, goes to the air. Turning it right up with the super. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scale.
My magnum opus! Did that stick?
They're back into drive rush. Impact counter. Ooh, that's so sick. Player one, what a finish. Player one is a force to be reckoned with.
Round one. Fight.
We're finally ready to begin this long-awaited knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Player two has a slight life lead. Takes him all the way to the corner with that. Big counter. Goes for the throw. Clear that neither of them wants to be in the corner. Taking stock. Grabs him. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. Takes a trip. Player one can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. Life lead opens up. Solid trigger on the Toxic Blossom to pile on the dent. Where is their opening? In with Snake Step. KO. Player two on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Big low reaching heavy. Nightshade Pulse comes out to play. Neither of them willing to back off here. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Smart play with the throw. Fires off a Nightshade Pulse. Full SA meters on deck for both stock experiencing burnout. Player two will cross-up attack. Still slugging, ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Level 3 super! Spending that meter like it's nobody's business.
My magnum opus! Did that stick?
This is a bad situation to be in. A real tempo bends it on the fireball. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Clean parries. Player one won out those close scuffles, and now they gotta have a plan for the next round. Looking to follow up, turning it right up with the super. They're gonna teach you a lesson here. To play with fire, you're gonna get burned. Super! Drops them hard. Player one perfectly executed. Player two gets the win in a convincing fashion.
Round one. Fight.
We are here in the first round. Which one of them will let their fists do the talking? Dives in with cool face, hits him with a stopping bomb. Grabs him. Timely side switch there, which will let him go on the attack. Player two pushes the opponent into the corner. Uses a drive parry against the attack. They were ready for the air attack. Player two is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Strings it all together. Gets him. Player two sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Just moments ago, we saw some very solid pressure against the wall. That's how you close out games. It's so hard to fight back against that. Springs forward with the drive rush. Medium kick. Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. Player two can't use any drive moves without burning out. Breaks the block with a throw. Drive rush to keep it going. Backs them into the corner in a hurry. Burnout activates. Dragon, it's a good spot to use the super. Oh yeah, that's what I like to see. Real Ripper! What's next? Burnout, but they may have a plan here. Big gauge difference here, and both fighters are almost chipped for the win. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. This can lead to some big damage. That combo did decent damage. Ooh, what a smart throw. Forward rush.
Look, nothing stops this train.
Player one
Needs to take advantage of this gauge disadvantage.
there's a burnout. Player two is in burnout and eats it. Connects with the throw. Player two
Can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking.
drive. Oh my, the throw tech.
Grinds them from above.
Player one, the drive impact doesn't work.
Dangerous range kick hits the.
Are you kidding me? Player two is a
Round one. Fight.
The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in. Nice block on the overhead. Strings it all together. Player two has used up all of their drive gauge. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Player two chases them down. Takes a trip. Stops the attack by using a drive kick. Very solid corner switch. Big counter. Lands the forward throw. The corner pressure continues. Player one takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Taking stock. A drive rush to keep it going. Pressuring with cruel fate. The fighter finishes with the throw. Player two on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Steps back to start things off. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strike. Shows the medium kick. They block the overhead, and burnout activates. Knockdown and springs forward with the drive rush.
Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range.
Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Big thing close. Going in, raw critical. What's gonna happen?
This is the kind of acupuncture you don't want because one touch from Yatsu is damn near fatal.
Both sides, drive rush. Player two
Can't use any drive tools.
sees the overhead coming. The next touch hits the drive. What are they gonna do? Oh, kisses the fireball. Player two. This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Overdrive. Throw heavy. What are they thinking here? Can't tech the throw? So they break forward to pressure the opponent. The fight continues in the middle of the stage. Was looking for that jump attack. Parries the projectile. Projectile to try and change the situation. Grabs him. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Life lead is opening up, but that could still be overcome with smart drive use. KO. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Fight.
They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Medium kick hit. That combo did decent damage. Experiencing burnout. Player two looking to impress with this super. Oh yeah, that's what I like to see. Ripper! Wow, that's some big time damage there. Knockdown and jump blocks the impact. Looking for a chance. Breaks those shins. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Player one will need to use their meter here wisely. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. What now? Player one throws him. Gets the throw and continues on the offense. Flatlines him. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Fight round. Fight.
Quick dash.
Who's going to steal the drive and back misses? A jump in? Oh, there's the wall splat. They can't do anything now. Player 2 with the rhythm owning that space. Oh, here we go.
Blocks that off.
Punish counter sets the table.
Quick step forward.
Burns out. Both sides getting ready. Player uses that wall pressure. Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match.
Round one.
It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Rolling Soba. Oh, what's this? Were they baiting them into that? Decides to spend the meter to open up for more chances. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Uses a drive carry against the attack. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Will this super art connect? Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. They've been pushed into the wall and the stun's there. Knockdown. Player 2 down to the wire. The corner makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Taking stock. The jump in is denied. Player 2 is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. Can they stick it out? Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. KO! Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. There's an overdrive arc. Medium kick hits. Gets the knockdown, and now brushes that off and keeps going. Smart play with the throw. Super arc on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. A quick breather. Player 1, burnout activates. Flashes him. Doesn't miss a beat. One chance here springs forward with the drive rush. Looking for a drive rush to keep it going. Life lead is there, but still, and it burns out. KO. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Opens with a jump in. Final round. Who will the fighting game? Oh, burnout. Did they mean to do that? Medium kick hits. And eats it. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Crowns him from above. Player 1 is in burnout kick. Gotta do better than that. With super arts into play, it's really anything goes at this point. Jinrai, player 1 needs to use their drive moves to have any chance of a comeback. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? More fuel to the fire. Put them up. This is gonna kill. No doubt about it. Did not miss that chance and takes the round. That was a fight heard round the world. Yo, top that.
Round one.
It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Just cool into the low kick. Big throws. Parries the projectile. Player 1 has the life advantage. Corner switch means they can now go on the offensive. They're not going to allow any jump-ins. Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. Gets a normal hit from the drive impact. They're still good. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Both of them have entered burnout state, which will drastically change their approach to the fight. Player 2 chases them down. Holds out with the block. Knockdown. Life lead opens up. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs. Player 2 needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. Hold your breath. There's an overdrive arc. Gets the counter hit for the win. They're so good at whip punches. Player 1 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Parries the attack. Fights back with the reversal. Not much drive to work with at the moment. Hits them with a stopping bomb. Player 1, there's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. Player one holding on to the burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Scared money don't make no money. Spends it all for the Shinryu rip-out.
Shut up!
You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Are we gonna see a comeback? That throw's gonna take off a chunk of damage. We're so close to the end of the round that it may not matter that both fighters are burned out. Player one can't use any drive moves. Gotta play. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Oh, here we go. They gotta go. Sets up with the jump in. Looking for uses their drive in. That amazing never say die attitude got them the win. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Solid anti-air. Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. Nothing stops this train. Punish counter on reaction. Turning it right up with a super. Shibuji Breakthrough. This is gonna take a chunk. Connects with the throw. Both sides getting ready. This is the time to believe. Betting in all on the drive route. Overhead. The drive impact doesn't work. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Fight back. What a finish! Player two was an... Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of. Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Low heavy. Uses a drive parry against the attack. Player two is working with a less than ideal drive game. They'll need to be very careful here. Knockdown. Player two needs to deal with this burnout. Very solid corner switch. They break things off to take a quick breather. Takes a trip. Life lead opens up. One chance here may end. Gets some. Player one on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Okay, creating some space here. Projectile to try and change the situation. Yoga float. Player two is going to have a hard time managing. Hits him with a stop and bomb. Player two in dire straits with burnout. Yoga float. Where's this going? Player one needs to use the threat of the corner here. Blast him. And now, jumps. Experiencing burnout. Throws him. How long can this offensive assault sneaks in the throw? Player one brings it home.
Round one. Fight.
We're here in the first round. Which one of them will let their fists do the talking? Burns the drive gauge. Jump in finds the mark. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Player two has used up all of their drive gauge. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weak. Gets a chance with that jump. Oh, burnout on both sides? Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? All right, what's coming up next? Strings it all together. The quarter makes it hard to... This is a huge chance to make a feel. Knockdown, KO. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Player one needs to use that drive gauge better if they want to take things back. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Burnout activates. Player two will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. They back the opponent into the corner, now to apply the pressure. Player two pulled a super art. Oh, get ready. Dawson's taking the yoga lesson to new levels of pain. They're really gonna feel this in the morning. Can they... What are you jumping in for? This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Blingo! Hits him with a stopping block.
G-right kick for a mix-up.
Burn out, but they may have a plan here.
Oh, you smell that? Player 2 is looking at the overhead
Denied!
What are they gonna do? And they burn out in sync. This is gonna hurt.
Bamboozling time with the yoga float.
They're recovered.
Hits the drive. Blocks that off. Big hit reversal.
Teleport. This can lead to some big damage. Player 2
Can't use any drive move. Here comes the boom. Oh, it's enough.
Player 1 clip.
Round 1. Fight.
Low heavy. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive art. Yoga float. The match just started. It's anyone's game. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. What are they thinking here? Clear that neither of them wants to be in the corner. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. The fighters are at a standstill. What's going on through their heads? Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Deftly shuts out the jumping. Throws him. What's next? Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Can't tech the throw. Player 2 needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. Takes a trip. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive use. Oh, easy tech. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Grabs him. Taking stock. Dolphin serving up a sick burn with a sunburst. Player 2, the super doesn't hit. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. In there. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Keeps them guessing with a yoga arch. Player 1 chases them down. Both fighters are looking for a way to get it. Oh, burnout triggered! Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. How much damage can they deal?
It's a good spot to use the super. Oh yeah, that's what I like to see. It's real ripper.
Using the super can open up
Up tap to close it.
That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins match.
Round 1. Fight.
Will we see our fighters fill each other out or just let it fly in this opening round? Throw whips. There's a corner switch. Lots of aggression from both sides. Player 2 is working with a less than ideal drive gauge. They'll need to be hit and a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. Player 1 chases them down. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. KO. Player 1 takes up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Gets the jump in. Drive reversals blocked. Medium kick hits. Goes for the jump in. Connects with medium kick. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without experiencing burnout.
We can't squander this punish counter chain.
Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Quick dashes. Not much life difference. Big throws. Throws them. They're going for the super art? Oh, could be the start of something.
What? Clutch anti-air.
Yoga float. Where's this going? Not much luck. Uses their drive gauge. Player 2, this is gonna hurt. Life lead is there. This can lead to some big damage. Player 2
Crashes out the cage right there.
Will this be enough to kill?
Sit down and shut up!
Closes it out.
Final round.
We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Who's going to steal this win? Uses their drive gauge! The opening on that impact. Will this can lead to some big damage? Medium kick
Blocks that off!
Ooh, what a smart throw! Player 2 is barely heading for a burnout! Did they mean to do that? Amazing! And whiffs! They're wide open! Player 2 all in with a rush! Player 1 has the super gauge advantage! They are not getting close to each other!
Perfect execution with the anti-air.
Genius read with that throw escape! Medium kick! A jump?
Quick step forward.
What's next?
Somehow manages to burn out, but they may have a plan here.
I can't believe it! Player 2!
They think it's time to bust this out. Throw heavy with authority.
Player 2 clinches the win!
But that could have been anyone's game.
No way we could have called that. They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Round 2. Fight.
The overhead denied. A back throw for damage and vital positioning.
Gets the jump in.
Burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change.
Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation.
Took him to the corner in a flash.
Going in, target locked and scoop. KO! Last round, people.
Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Immediate jump in.
Super art to show them what a PhD in fighters can do for you. Puts them in the blender and heats the oven. Watch for the mix-up.
Player 2 needs to use the threat of the big-time whip. Drive gauge is almost out. Burns out. Player 2 hugs nothing but air. Connects with the throw. Close range projectile.
Who will set the big bumps and hard?
Fireball pressure. Trying to wear down the opponent. Medium kick.
Quick step forward.
Now they can use drive. Player reads the jump in perfectly. Throws. The next touch may decide this round. I can't blocks the drive reversal. Danger. Were they looking? It is over. Player 1.
Round 1. Fight.
A jump. The Jinrai. Medium kick. Nice double lariat. Escapes with the reversal. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Neither fighter can force the other to give up even an inch. The command grab doesn't make it. This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on both fighters. Overhead. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Oh, snap kick sends him. Gets him. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Low heavy hits, mix up incoming. Player 2 hits him with a stopping bomb. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Heavy punch sends him flying. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Quick dashing. Connects with medium kick, scrapping it out up close. Reads the jump in perfectly. Can they use their drive to stay throws them? Oh, burnout triggered. Both the draw super hard incoming. Excellent read. That's not gonna hit. No! Critical art now? What a finish! Woo, I dare you to find me a better match than that.
Round 1. Fight.
The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in. Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. What are they thinking here? Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Low heavy hits, mix up incoming. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Strings it all together. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Target locked and scoop KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Oh, says no to the impact. From upstairs. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. Both fighters planning something? Connects with medium kick. X uses the gauge for a super arm. Level 3 super. Bending that meter like it's nobody's business. Player 1 will need to play it conservative. Sets up with the jump in. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Connects with the throw. In attack range. Hits the drive. A real test of nerves here. Flatline zone. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. The last round. It's now or never. Throws him. Checks with a medium kick. Player 1 half gets him with a Euro step. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. They decide to take a breather to regroup. Ooh, what a smart throw. Oh, here we go. Backed into the corner. Reach out and hug him. Both sides getting the lows blocked. Chase things up with a fireball. What are they gonna do? Anti-air in the clutch. All the throw connects. Amazing. Fire. This unleashes some big damage. Big time whip. Connects with the throw. I can't believe it. Both fighters are playing with a full deck of drive. They need to show their hand and do something with it. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Answers with a fireball. Huge counter. Oh man, who's gonna take this? Ah, tech! What they are done! Player 2 has gotta be feeling.
Round 1. Fight.
Opens with a jump in? Reversal! Sets up with the jump in! Sneaks in above! Still slugging it out at this range. Had the radar up and running. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. There's a corner switch. Takes a trip. Was looking for that jump attack. Combo with the target combo. Taking stock. Life lead is looking to plant him with a pile driver. Connects with medium kick. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Player 2 has completely used all of their drive gauge, but they still have enough life left to take the round if they play smart. Finishes it with the anti-air. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Blocks it. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Brushes off the impact. Jump. Scrapping it out up close. Target locked and scoop. Player 2 can't use any drive moves. Burnout activates. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout, looking to plant him with a pile driver. Life lead is there, but baits out the low kick. Big time lift. Amazing. Sets up with the jump in. Player 2 can't use any drive moves. Reads the throw and escapes. Time to go for broke.
The sweet spot.
Wraps it up with a throw. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Quick dash Tatsu. Player 2 needs to use the threat of... No! This will break him! Player 2 needs to wait this out. Drive gauge cap. Burn out, but they may have a plan here. Player 2 is in burnout state. A very precarious situation. This is where we can expect some major pressure. The super connects. Player 1 has a super gauge advantage. The Jinrai? Scuff him. Knew the throw was coming. Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Ooh, what a smart throw. What now? Pumps nothing but air. Player 1 tops off the tank and scores the win. Woo. Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Don't expect me to be a pushover. Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? The drive carry was successful. Plenty of time left. How's the match going to play out? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. No good up high. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. What's the play here? Big trouble here. The stun is going to leave them defenseless. With the forward throw, the battle in the corner continues. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Both of them have entered burnout state, which will drastically change their approach to the fight. Player 2 chases them down. Goes for the jump in. They're both out of drive gauge. Will they KO? Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? No knockdown as the low heavy is blocked. The jump in catches them. Dashes. Throw missed. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Near empty. Burnout activates. Uses the gauge for a super arc. Oh yeah, that's what I like to see. Shin, Ryu, Ripper. They must have a game plan here with a critical art on deck, but executing that plan, this is gonna hurt. KO. Player 2 took no time to finish that fight.
Round 1. Fight.
How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Throws him. What's next? Goes for the fireball. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. The neutral game is much harder to control without a full drive gauge, so they'll be looking to fill it back up. Reads their mind and texts a throw. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Burnout is triggered. Life lead opens up. Projectile to try and change the situation. Grabs him. Jump. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Hopes with a medium kick. Medium kick hit. This is a critical. Looking to impress with this super. Triple Jinrai doing the business. Going in. Player 2 drops him to half, closing the gap. In there. Player 1 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Takes the chance to hurt him. Takes him all the way to the corner with that. Pokes with a medium kick. Big throws. Both fighters planning something? Nice parry. Barely blocks the jump, experiencing burnout. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Jump? You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Finds the target. How will they utilize this? Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. In with the crosser. Player 1 is there. Hits that with confidence. Maximum strike. Catches out the cage right there. This is gonna kill. No doubt about it. What a finish. Player 1 faced the giant and walks away unscathed. What a win! They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Checks with a medium kick. Throws him. What's next? There's a drive rush to throw the opponent off balance. Player 1 with the life lead. No good up high. Deftly shuts out the jumper. Forward throw to continue the pressure. Player 1 chases them down. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Knockdown. Perfect. Takes the round without getting touched. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Fake out. They've piled up the knowledge. Oh, burnout triggered. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Very slick with the combo. Brushes that off and keeps going. That's the counter. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Burnout activates. Both fighters planning something? A real test of nerves here. Their spacing is so on point right now. But pumps the brakes on the impact. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Leg kick. KO. Player 1 faced the giant and walks away unscathed. What a win! How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Long low attack hits. Throws them to negate the block. They're not going to allow any jump-ins. Gets the jump-in. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover, or are they in trouble here? Gets the counter hit throw. Taking stock. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Life lead opens up. Shows a medium kick. KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Sticks the jump in. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Nails the anti-air. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. Does a good job of pushing back. Will that drive impact get punished? So they break springs forward with the drive rush. Knockdown and shows a medium kick. G-right kick for a mix-up. Grabs and throws him away. Going in? Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Drive rush to keep it going. Playing burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Bring in the heat. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Ooh, they're gonna feel that. Here we go. Low heavy. The next touch may decide this round. One player is in burnout state. Is it time to end this? Oh boy. Both running empty on drive. Doesn't set the throw. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. This is it. Who's gonna take it all? Grabs and throws them away. They just won't stop switching sides. Here comes the corner pressure. Player 1 is working with impact squashed. Immediate experiencing burnout. Going in, all the throw connects. Player 2 is in burnout state. A very precarious situation. Drives and back misses. Ooh, what a smart throw.
Betting it all on the drive rush.
Oh my god, they just choked it up. Fire and whip. They're wide open. Both
Yo! Critical art now? Oh, yo! Rock Super!
What a finish! Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
They're still at it. No one's willing to step away from a rematch.
Oh, burnout triggered. Goes in on the impact for nothing. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. Both fighters have completely emptied out their drive gauge and are in burnout state. Not a lot of patience on show here today. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Nails the anti-air. Drive gauge finally recovers. Takes the chance to hurt him. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Life lead opens up. Gets him with the anti-air. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. Player 1 can't use any more drive without burning out. Critical point of the match. Oh, burnout triggered. Player 2 can't power the KO. Player 1 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Checks with a medium kick.
Jackknife maximum cuts clean through him.
Both sides have the super gauge maxed and ready to rip. All right, what's coming up next? Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Player 1 springs forward with the drive rush. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Experiencing burnout. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Drive gauge on pumps the brakes on the impact.
There's the impact.
Not letting that go unpunished. Escapes the corner. Player 1 needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Not close enough for the throw. A jump in? There's a change of sides. Doesn't tempt the throw. Player 1
Faced the giant and walks away unscathed. What a win!
HP maxed, side quests done, and the skill tree's fully unlocked. Let's get it on.
Don't expect me to be a pushover. Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checks with the projectile. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. A big drive gauge disparity has opened up, and it wouldn't surprise me if they try to open that gap further. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. This is a real back and forth match we're seeing. They definitely know what the other is capable of. Throws them to negate the block. Knockdown. In there! Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round two. Fight.
Bending that drive gauge. Oh, with the throw. Spends the gauge on the drive rush. Hits them with a stop and bop. Player experiencing burnout. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Both fighters have a full super. Oh, burnout triggered.
It's a good spot to use the super. Scared money don't make no money. Spends it all for the Shinryu Ripper.
They're thinking of scoring.
Anti-air in the clutch.
Oh boy.
Both running empty on drive.
A lot of pressure building up here. This can lead to some big damage.
Both fighters are hurting. What's gonna happen?
Flatline them. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Who's going to steal this win? Jumps in. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Which fighter will control the pace of the match early on? Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Scuffle. Ooh, what a smart throw. Oh, forward rush.
Player throws that off. Taps him on the toe.
A back throw for damage and vital positioning.
Perfect execution with the anti-air.
The jump in is
Shoots their shot.
oh, burnout.
Did they mean to do that?
Player 2
Can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking.
throws them.
Both sides getting ready.
Noticeable life lead is a comeback still curls from above. What a finish!
Player 1 faced the giant and walks away unscathed. What a win!
Round one.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Oh, it uses their drive gauge. Jump. Gets the jump in. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. What's the play here? On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Player 2 chases them down. Just out of range for that throw. All right, what's coming up next? That drive impact is blocked. Drive gauge finally recovers. Definitely answers the air attack. Closes the gap. Parries the attack. Very critical point of the match with full drive gauge available. Manages to block the jump-in attack. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Medium kick KO. Player 2 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Box them with a target call. The quarter makes it hard to escape. Oh!
They can't squander this punish counter chance. Up into the burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change.
Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Goes for the throw. Knockdown and player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Max SA gauges, unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. They're hurt, big time. Sets up with the jump in. Oh, burnout triggered.
Dashes out the cage right there.
This is going to hit for a critical art. You gotta imagine that this is not only gonna wreck their life bar, but also their nerves. What's next? Player drives and back misses. Doesn't touch the throw.
Ooh, I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell him what's good.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. They exchange blows. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Holds out with the block. Throws them to negate the block. Takes a KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start the round. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Player 2 holding jackknife maximum cuts clean through him. Still slugging it out at this range. Uses the target combo as a filler. Tatsu's out of the quick deck. They were right to be on guard there. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. They're going for the super art. The super doesn't hit. Big throw. Going in. KO! Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Round 1.
How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow up here? Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocks the jump in. Both fighters are looking at near empty drive gauges. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Projectile to try and change the situation. Life lead opens up. KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. A brave forward jump there to start. Jumps in. Player 2 had a hard time managing their drive gauge last round, and I'm sure they're aware that they need to start adapting. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how springs forward with the drive rush. Grabs and throws them away. Going in from upstairs. Super on deck for drive rush to keep it going. Medium kick hit. Reversal. A quick breather. Looking for a solid anti-air. Handing. Oh, burnout triggered.
All in with the rush.
Sneaks in the throw. Player 1 played with a lot of heart to pull off a tremendous win. Definitely one to watch. Are these two gonna fight forever? Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match gonna go? Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. What's the play here? Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Throws him. What's next? Will this super art connect? In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Takes a trip. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. Tatsu's out of the quick dash. Both fighters planning something? Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna put burnout? Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 2 can't afford mistakes without that charges forward. Going in, they need to rely on their instincts here. Closes with the throw. Hitting them with the smart stuff.
Round 2.
Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Grabs him. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Blocks the impact. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. Or leaves them wide open. Not much life left. The low. Knockdown and... life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Player 2 is in a very closes it out. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Jumps in. Takeout. Goes to the air. Jack finds the target. They're using a fireball to force it. Knocks them out of the air. Not looking good. The corner's a bad place to be. Links it. Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. This can lead to some big damage. They're hurt big time. Amazing. A jump. Low heavy. The jump in clutch. What? A fireball at that range? Player 1 faced the giant and walks away unscathed. What a win! Give me that drama, give me that grime. Are y'all ready? It's fight night time!
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Opts for the throw. Checks with the projectile. Still slugging it out here. The drive parry was successful. A drive rush to try and keep up the attack. Gets back with a well-placed drive reversal. They're not gonna allow any jump-ins. Parries the projectile. Now what's the follow-up? Got their eye on the air. Knockdown. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Takes the chance to hurt him. Up into the air off of Just Cool. Takes a trip. Spends the gauge on the drive rush. Both of them are low on health and are playing very cautiously right now. They were not cleared for takeoff. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Player 2 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their grounding. There's a wall splash. They can't do anything now. Oh, let's go. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Gets them with the anti-air. All in with the rush. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. A real test of nerves here. Burn out, but they may have a plan here. Player 1 will look to apply the corner throw and it. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Drops them hard. Final round. Who will hit them with a stop and bop? Digs in deep to get that drive in. Jinrai? Player 1 won out those close scuffles, and now they gotta have a plan for the next round. A jump? Any throw will whiff at that range. Tons of space between the fighters now. What are they cooking up? The low! Okay, the overdrive jackknife sends them down the quick way! Knocked them out of the air! Both sides getting to hit the drive! Player 2 can't let this sim connect with the throw! Dangerous range here. A trade! Now what? Time to go for... Are you kidding me? Player 2 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that rundown. All the throw connects. Quick dashing. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. Plenty of life left in both fighters, but a big difference in drive. How can they use this to their advantage? Goes for the throw. Knockdown. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Let's see how they apply their corner pressure in this situation. This stun might mean the end of the KO. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Quick dashing. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Closes the gap. Brushes that off and keeps going. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Backs them into the corner in a hurry. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. The low heavy is denied. You've gotta be... Goes to the air. Shows the medium kick. Grips of experiencing burnout. Their life is hanging by a thread. They gotta lean heavily. Ooh, what a smart throw. Oh, here we go. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Closes it out. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Fires off an air slasher. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Medium kick hits. The low. Super jackknife maximum cuts clean through. Still scrapping for control of the space. Close range projectile. They continue to battle it out in the middle of the stage. Drops them. Scuff him. Barely blocks the jump in. Player 1 super to show them what a PhD in fighters can do for you. Come on now, let me hear you say it. Xing Liu. Okay, here we go. A jump, clutch, anti-air. A wheel burns out. What a finish! That was catch as catch can, and you're gonna get in a fight. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Medium kick. Okay, they trade hits. Throws them. What's next? Still very early in the round. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Good parry there, and Neither fighter wants to get stuck in the corner as they continue to duke it out mid-stage. Knockdown. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive. All right, what's coming up next? Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Oh, easy tech. Life lead opens up. Opt for the throw to close it out. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Still very early in the round. Feeling out the spacing. Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? So both players aren't doing anything right now. I wonder what happened. Time's the only thing moving here. Trying to read each other here? Feeling out the spacing. Will that drive impact get punished? Expect both fighters to crank it up a bit now that we're halfway through the round. Halfway through this round. Knockdown and player 1 will look to apply pressure here. The jump-in is denied, experiencing burnout. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Shows the medium kick. Grabs and throws them away. Both fighters planning something? Still slugging it out at this range. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Come on, it's either now or never.
Links it!
Jump reads the jump-in perfectly. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation? These fighters are swinging for it. There's a burnout. Medium kick. The round ends as they do an amazing job protecting the life lead. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Open, nothing stops this train. Digs in deep to get that drive in. Burn out, but they may have a plan here. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales. Look at the overhead denied. Player 1 needs to take it, crowns him from above. Okay, there's a burnout. The jump-in is denied. Dragon, ooh, what a smart throw. What now? A jump-in? This can lead to some big damage. Links it. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Player 2. They didn't take the throw. Player 2 delivers the upset. That's one for the replay.
Round 1.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. The overhead denied. G-right kick for a mix-up. Player 1 has the life advantage. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Shoots off a fireball up close. Both of them have entered burnout state, which will drastically change their approaches to the fight. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Alright, springs forward with the drive rush. Life lead opens up. Scrapping it out up close. We're near the end of the round. Both fighters have full drive gauges stopped. In there! Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh, feints? The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? G-right kick for a mix-up. They quickly get back into the... Play it burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Anti-air drop. Hits him with a stop and bop. Jumps up, side switch in the corner. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Quick breather. They return to center stage. Are they going to be able to come? Ooh, what a smart throw!
Looking for a chance. Are we gonna see a comeback here?
Solid anti-air! Flatlines them! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. The pace quickens after trading hit. Excellent block! Player one took that round comfortably. No need to bring out the big guns yet. Rolling Sova.
Ooh, you never know what can happen here.
Player two with a lead. Will they go drive rush? Connects with the throw. What now? Wow, reads the counterattack. What a finish! Player two
Faced a giant and walks away unscathed. What a win!